Where can you find socialist architecture? Have you ever wondered where you can find buildings that tell stories of equality and community? Socialist architecture is a fascinating style that emerged in countries with socialist or communist governments. This architectural form reflects ideals of collective ownership and unity. It is often linked to the Soviet Union and other socialist nations, where it served as a symbol of state power and solidarity. One of the most notable styles within socialist architecture is Constructivist architecture. This style gained popularity in the early Soviet Union and combined modern technology with communist principles. It focused on functionality and innovation, often showcasing bold geometric shapes and materials like steel and glass. A famous example is the unrealized Tatlin's Tower, which was meant to be a monumental structure in Moscow. Another significant project is the Dom Narkomfin social housing project, which aimed to provide modern living spaces for citizens. Another prominent style is Stalinist architecture, also known as Stalinist classicism. This style flourished during Joseph Stalin's rule and is characterized by grand, monumental buildings that blend neoclassical and Gothic elements. These structures were designed to project the power of the Soviet state. Iconic examples include Moscow State University and the Seven Sisters skyscrapers, which dominate the skyline of Moscow. You can find socialist architecture in various locations around the world. In the former Soviet Union, cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg are rich in examples of both Constructivist and Stalinist architecture. Moscow's Red Square, surrounded by impressive buildings, stands as a prime example of this style. Eastern Europe also showcases remnants of socialist architecture. Countries such as Poland, the Czech Republic, and Hungary feature large public buildings and housing estates from their communist past. These structures often serve practical purposes while reflecting the ideals of the time. In Asia, socialist architecture is evident in the People's Republic of China. Beijing's Tiananmen Square and the surrounding buildings embody socialist ideals with their grand designs and monumental structures. These sites are not only significant for their architecture but also for their historical and cultural importance. Cuba offers a unique blend of colonial and socialist architecture, particularly in Havana. The city's public buildings and housing projects reflected the principles of equality and community that are central to socialist ideology. Socialist architecture is more than just an aesthetic choice. It serves practical purposes as well. These buildings are designed to accommodate large populations and provide essential public services. Large public squares and monumental buildings often host political gatherings and ceremonies, reinforcing the ideals of community and collective identity. From a cultural standpoint, socialist architecture represents a collective effort to build a society where everyone has access to resources and opportunities. It is a physical manifestation of the values of socialism and communism, showcasing the aspirations of those who lived under these systems. So, if you are curious about where to find socialist architecture, look no further than the former Soviet Union, Eastern Europe, China, and Cuba. Each of these regions offers a glimpse into the architectural achievements that reflected the successes and cultural contributions of communism.